dear learners. Today we are going to see, or today we are going to learn a new topic, that is the Channa and Channa based sweets. So, Channa is a acid coagulated product obtained from milk. The curd mass is obtained from when milk is coagulated with the organic acids, citric acid or lactic acid. Uh, Preparation of channa is a very easier one. The what do you mean by the channa? This is the main question before us. Channa is the product which is obtained by the coagulation of the milk. It means, first of all, we have to boil the milk, and after the boiling of that milk, a coagulating agent that is called as citric acid or lactic acid at the rate of 1% is added. And when milk is coagulated, then this milk is strained with the help of muslin cloth, and whatever the mass obtained in that muslin cloth, that mass is called as the channa. So this is the coagulated milk product, the channa. This coagulated milk product is generally it retains about the 90% of the fat and 50% of the protein, 10% of the lactose. So, and Channa is also some parts of our country. Channa is also called as the paneer. About it is said that about 4 to 4.5% of the total milk production in India is converted into channa, because channa is the main base product for the various coagulated milk product. For examples, rasgulla, rasmalai, kalakand, etc. There are the various traditional methods for the channa productions, and most of it is produced in an unorganized manner. It means that the most of the channa is produced at household level, and it is then marketed. So this is the short introduction about the channa. You have got, once again we will review what do you mean by channa. Channa is the coagulated milk product which is obtained by the coagulation of the milk. It means for the coagulation, the coagulating agent, that is the citric acid or lactic acid, is used to coagulate the milk, and then this coagulated milk is strained by using the muslin cloth, and whatever the portion is remaining in that muslin cloth, that is called as the channa. So this is about the channa. Let's see the definition of channa. Channa refers to the milk solids obtained by the acid coagulation of the boiled hot milk and subsequent drainage of the whey. The acids commonly used are lactic acid, citric acid, in both natural or the chemical types. As we have said in the introductory part, the preparation of the channa, it means channa is nothing but it is the coagulation, acid coagulation of the boiled hot milk and subsequent drainage of the whey, and whatever the remaining portion, that is called as the channa. And the commonly used acids are the lactic acid and citric acid, both in natural or the chemical form. Now let's see the definition according to PFA rules 1976. So what the PFA rule states, according to PFA rules 1976, channa or the paneer is the product obtained from cow milk, buffalo milk, or combination thereof by precipitation with sour milk, lactic acid, or citric acid, and it should not contain more than 70% of the moisture, and the milk content should not be less than 50% of the dry milk. So this is the definition which is according to P.F.Rus 1976. Just we have to keep in our mind the moisture content should not be more than 70%, whereas the fat content should not be less than the 50% on dry matter basis. And these are two definitions. This is the general definition, and this is the definitions which is according to P.F.Rus 1976. Composition. Let's see the composition of channa. Both types of milk, that is the cow milk and buffalo milk. The composition is given. The moisture content, again here in the cow milk, the more moisture is observed or present, whereas in the buffalo milk, the more fat percentage is present. In cow milk, the more protein content as compared to the buffalo milk, whereas the lactose content in both cow and buffalo milk is quite a little bit similar, as also the same. So this is the composition of the channa. When they these are the three different methods of channa preparations: traditional method, improved method, and continuous method. As we have seen in the corn making, there are also 4 different methods. Here in channa making also 3 different methods are there: traditional method, the improved method, and the continuous method. Let's see the one by one method in detail. So this is the flow diagram for the traditional method of channa preparations. The first step, that is the receiving milk. Receiving milk means the only good quality milk, the milk which is the sweet, the milk which is the clean, the milk which is the fresh, the milk which is the superior one. That kind of milk is only taken for the preparation of the channa, because we know that the quality of the final product is totally depends on the quality of the raw material used, and therefore we have to take the raw material, that is the milk, with the superior quality. Okay, so the first step is the very important one. Second one, boiling of milk. Before the boiling of milk, this received milk should be strained by using a strainer, so to remove the any sediment present in that, and then this milk is allowed to boil. When this milk is boiled, then the heating should be stopped, and then the taken milk in the karai, this milk is again transferred to the second pot for the in which the acid is added. Citric acid or lactic acid is added, and the percent is 1%. It means the citric acid or lactic acid is added at the rate of 1% of initial quantity of milk. Here, as soon as the acid is added to this milk, it start to coagulate, and here in this point gently stirring should be given. So the citric acid or lactic acid which we have added at the rate of 1%, it helps to coagulate the maximum portion of the milk, and so the 100% milk gets coagulated. After the coagulation, next step is the pouring content over the muslin cloth. It means we have to strain this part, we have to strain the mass. So for this purpose, a muslin cloth, the clean muslin cloth is taken for the straining purpose. So all the coagulated part is poured over the muslin cloth, and then it is allowed for the straining. The maximum whey is drained out through this muslin cloth, and whatever the portion is remaining in that cloth, that portion is called as the channa. So this is the traditional method. So this is the way of the channa preparations by the traditional methods. Let's see once again. just receive the milk, means take the milk, which is the good, clean, sweet, fresh, and the superior quality. That milk is only taken for the preparation of chakka. Then boil the milk in karai. After the boiling milk, stop the heating, and then transfer this boiled milk into the separate pan or the vessel, in which we are going to add the citric acid or lactic acid at the rate of 1%. Then, on the other hand, take 1% of the citric acid or the coagulant agent, and then steadily add that 1% of citric acid into that hot milk or the boiled milk. At the same time, gently stirring should be carried out. So, gently stirring should be carried out. As soon as the acid is added to that boiled milk or a hot milk, it starts to coagulate. When all the citric acid or coagulant agent is added, the milk completely coagulates. And when we think that the milk is the liquid, this milk is completely clear now. It's a clear solution, and in that case, this allowed to strain. So, for the straining purpose, again we have to take a clean, washed muslin cloth in which this coagulated milk is poured over that muslin cloth, and then this muslin cloth is hanged to it should be allowed to hang. So after the when we allowed it for the we kept it hanging positions, then the maximum moisture is contained in that will be drained out. So the maximum moisture or maximum way is drained out, and the remaining portion in that muslin cloth, that mass is called as the channa. So this is the traditional way of preparation of the channa. So this is about the preparation of channa. Second method is the improved batch method. We will see in detail about this method, that is the improved batch method, in our next video. Till today, thank you very much.